Hey guys, what's up? So today I am going to film a get ready with me so we can chit chat. And yes, I know it's been a while. I have not did a get ready with me since in a few months, and the last thing I had to update you guys is on this crazy relationship and this crazy time of my life that I went through a couple of months ago. So if you have not seen that video, you might want to see that video before you see this video so you'll know what I am talking about. So I'm actually getting ready to go to dinner with my best friend and sister, Kanisha. I call her Boo Boo. A lot of people may already know her, seen her in some previous vlogs that I have done already. And she is on those vlogs. Let me cut my speaker off. Power on. Because I was listening to music and I'm not trying to have copyright going on this video. So I'm cut my phone on silent because she's supposed to be calling me. I think we're going to dinner. We're leaving for dinner like around 6 and it is 4 o'clock. So I was like, well, why not just go ahead and do my makeup and get ready since I really do have somewhere to go. So basically I want to give you guys an update on my life and what I've been having going on. Excuse me. If you've seen that last video, you will know that me and my ex-boyfriend, I'm not finna say nobody names because I ain't got time for none of that. So me and my ex-boyfriend broke up. And like I said in that last video, it was literally a one-sided decision. It was his decision because of cheating and all this other stuff. So I'm not really going to try to ramble and talk about what happened in that last video. I'm not really sure where I stopped off at with that last video. I have not seen that video since I posted it. I really did not want to reflect on that, so I did not play that video before I decided to come do my makeup. So I'm gonna try to go off of what I can remember because the hurricane was going on around that time too. But what I will say is I think I stopped like in September sometime or whatever, and me and him was not talking really in September. I did have to text him and let him see if he'll watch a puppy for me because I was supposed to be going out of town in October to meet up with a friend, and he agreed on doing that. So he stayed at our house while I went out of town, and I went to Atlanta in October. I enjoyed myself. I met up with an old friend from Birmingham, and then Uniqua actually came out there and she was meeting up with someone as well. So I enjoyed my time. And if you see me on social media, you've seen that I got to meet Rashida at the Frost Bistro. It was really dope. I really enjoyed myself when I was in Atlanta. I didn't know how to act. So that was a positive note for this whole thing. Me and him, we tried talking and making some shape between us. Wasn't really sure, like he would come by or whatever, and we tried making it work or whatever, but he was just up to that sneaky shit. Like, mind you, I feel like, I don't know, I'm not finna place blame or redirect blame to nobody because he's grown. And he was grown in the situation, but he was just a fucking liar. Like, I ended up finding out so much shit. And I remember I was telling y'all about this side chick. Like, this chick that he started talking to that worked together at the time. And, like, I ended up, because he was lying. Like, he was trying to talk to me, but then again, it was just like, he was just so inconsistent with the shit. So the shit was, like, hella sneaky. And I remember me and him having a falling out because one of the other people in the circle called him to see if he'll come to work or whatever. And the chick he was with the girl at the time. Mind you, he had just seen me like 2 days prior to this incident, and she called him trying to get him to come in, and the girl was like, hey, such and such and such. And I was standing there. They didn't know I was there, obviously. Was standing there, and that's how I found out. So I went on this whole crazy like motherfucking rant on his ass. Like, I called him, he didn't want to answer. He did not want to answer. Crazy shit, just crazy fucking bullshit, because people want to play games and not be straight up. Like, if you're not trying to fuck with your relationship like that, just don't fuck with the shit like that. But the thing is, like, you knew I was a good ass person because you did not want to technically let all that shit go. You did not want to lose all that communication with me or whatever. So all this crazy disrespectful shit. So I ended up going down, like, I ended up going on a fucking crazy ass motherfucking rant on his ass. He kept calling me, because when I called him, I told that motherfucker, I was like, I'm on my fucking way, don't fucking worry about it. And he kept calling me, but I didn't go down there. I went to my house because I had to calm down, because I was just so upset, like, with the bullshit. I was just so upset. And yeah, he kept calling me with the shit, so I felt like he was provoking me to go down there and show my ass. So long story short, I ended up going down there to show my ass, because that's what it was. But he didn't know I knew what a girl had then started working at. He didn't know none of that shit. Didn't know none of that crazy ass bullshit he had going on. So he was like trying to basically, like, in my face, it was like he was trying to, how I felt about it, I felt like he was trying to take up for the girl. Like, he really didn't want no shit, had shit going with me or whatever, but he really didn't want no smoke with the bullshit. So this whole time, like, he was over here with this bullshit, didn't want to tell me shit. So I was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go up there to the job. So I go up there to the job. He was on the phone with me while I went up there to the job. And I seen the girl sister, and I spoke to the sister, and he knew I was in there. So me and him ended up, like, the girl wasn't there, she wasn't at work or no shit like that, because I was finna ask, like, what's up, because he's over here obviously lying, and I want to know. And like I said, we had a place together, so keep that in mind. We had a place together, and he hadn't been there. And it was like he just kept telling me lies, like, he coming home, this, that, and third, blah, blah, blah. He wanted to make some shit work, which was a lie, because he was full of shit, or maybe because he just really didn't think he was gonna get caught up with the shit. I don't fucking know. But I'm not the one to sit there and be very patient, but I feel like with this situation, I was a lot more patient and lenient with him than any other relationship that I went through, because I have a, like, cut off motherfucking mentality. I will cut you off with some bullshit. But with him, it was just a little different. And I know he knew that, so I felt like he abused that. I felt like he just abused it, because he knew that it would have took a lot for me to just cut him off, because I cared about him so much. But yeah, he was just basically playing the game. So I'm gonna fast forward. We had a whole rant ass conversation that night. We met up at this vacant gas station. Me and him met up there. He was like, he would talk to me, this and the third. But I should have knew, like, a lot of bullshit going, because he really did not want me to talk to that girl. And I guess he didn't realize, like, I had the girl number from the previous encounter that we had back in August. Because, like I said, here it is, October, and this is what the fuck is really going on. Like, I really had to show my ass out here. So I really don't think he realized that I still had the girl number from this time period or whatever. I already knew where the girl lived at. Like, if you seen that other video, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, you already knew, y'all know this. So it's kind of like, I don't know. But had this whole rant ass conversation. He was basically trying to stunt with the bullshit, and he pissed me off so bad. Like, he just pissed me off, because I just felt like he just was just being a disrespectful ass bitch. Like, bottom line, that's just what it was. He was being a disrespectful ass little ass bitch. And so we gonna fast forward. Me and him got into this altercation, and I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'll call this bitch. He didn't want me to call that bitch that night. Come to find out, mind you, keep in mind, he was texting in my face while I was there. So the next day I was at work. I seen him, and I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna say something to him. And I knew I was gonna call that girl because I was just like, I'm not finna be still dealing with you and you got this bullshit going. So I'm finna ask the girl my motherfucking self. So I asked the girl, I called the girl in his face. He really didn't think I was gonna call her, and we was there. I called the girl, and the girl was at work, and she put me on hold so that she can finish her customers or whatever the fuck. So I called the girl and was asking the girl questions, and she was like, and she was trying to figure out why I was calling her, and I told her why I was calling her ass. And then she just started spilling all kinds of motherfucking tea around this bitch. When I say tea, I mean tea. Like, you wouldn't even think some of the shit this girl was saying. Like, I couldn't even believe some of the shit this girl said. Like, it was so fucking crazy. So fucking shady. And only a motherfucking child would come up with some shit like this. This girl basically told me that he said that we was having problems back in June, like back in June or whatever the fuck. But keep in mind, y'all, we had just moved into our house, and like I said in that last video, he was just like, he wanted to move in that house, and I was like real reluctant about the shit because I was just like, I don't know how I feel about having someone like me moving somewhere with somebody. I've never did it before, didn't know how the fuck to take that shit, so I was like real reluctant about the shit. Like, I don't know, something told me, like, I feel like this, if you have a strong sense about the shit, just don't do that shit. Because I did that shit even against my better judgment, and this is the shit I had going. So I called the girl up or whatever, and she's telling me all this shit, made up shit. Like, made up shit. It was none of it was facts. So it wasn't doing nothing but pissing me off. It went from him, she saying he was talking shit about me, to his mama talking shit about me, to everybody basically talking shit about me. And it's like, you gotta think these motherfuckers is young, so these motherfuckers just, that's what they do. They talk shit, pop shit. So his fucking mama was talking shit. Mind you, we're gonna keep in mind, never met this fucking lady. Like, we was together for 2 years. Reason why I ain't really meet her, because like I said, I was older than him, and he pursued me in a relationship, and we dated. But I wanted to make sure that he was ready for that type of thing, because he was younger than me. And, you know, but hearing the shit this girl was saying, like his mama was saying about me, his people was saying about me, and what the fuck he had then made up in his motherfucking bitch ass head about me or whatever the fuck, just to impress the next motherfucker. Like, I'm pissed off now just even talking about it. Like, I'm in such a better headspace, but I feel like I wanted to go ahead and discuss this video and be done with that shit, because the headspace I'm on right now is just motherfucking savage as fuck. Like, it ain't no more crying type shit. It ain't none of that, because all that shit was a bull face motherfucking lie. Like, that shit just crazy as fuck. To even think that I was with this person for so fucking long. So fucking crazy. It's crazy to me to even think that. But anyway, so the girl was telling me everybody talking shit about me. That when he was in Maryland, me and his dad, like I told you, he went out of town to Maryland at the end of July to go see his dad, to visit his dad. And then when I sat there, y'all got to see that video to know what I'm talking about. He was acting shady as fuck when he was in Maryland, because he apparently was talking to her the whole time while he was in Maryland. So that's why the fuck he was acting the way he was acting, wasn't really talking. And then not only that, the bitch told me that his dad wanted to meet her type shit, so she had talked to his dad and all this other stuff. So he was basically playing a role, like he got a whole new girlfriend, knowing I'm the one who took him to the whole fucking airport, knowing we live in the same fucking house type shit. Like, that's how fucking crazy shiesty this shit was. Like, this girl was spilling all this motherfucking tea. But I feel like this, if that's your motherfucking nigga, like, could no bitch pick up a phone and call you, try to check you about no motherfucker, and you start running your motherfucking mouth. That's just how I feel. That's what young fake ass bitches do. And that's why I feel like they deserve each other. And that's just what the fuck it is. Like, regardless, like, you felt like you was big and bad with the shit because of all this shit, he hyping your ass up. But when I'm on the phone, like, oh, so you, and I'm looking at him like, oh, so you talking shit about me to this bitch, and this bitch said that you said this about me. He's sitting there looking dumb as fuck because he really couldn't believe like this bitch was telling on him type shit. But my whole thing is, don't discredit me as no motherfucking woman, because regardless of the fact, I handle mine and I support and provide for my motherfucking family by any means, and that's just what it is. But just it hit differently when you hear a side bitch just talking cash shit. Like, this is what your spouse been saying about you. This is what his family been saying about you. Knowing you never disrespected these motherfucking people. And to be honest, it just put me in a whole nother headspace. Like, I really wanted to lay hands on some fucking body at that point. And the girl, she was just like telling me all kinds of shit. She was like, y'all been broke up. Like, since when? Since when? The reason why he stopped talking to me in August is because she told him to, or some shit. He was trying to prove to her that he ain't had no dealings with me. He also told the girl that he left me at our house with all the fucking bills. So her, who's supposed to be a quote-unquote lesbian, listening to this shit, I just feel like if he would sit there and tell you that shit, oh, he left this bitch with all them fucking bills, this bitch gotta pay all these bills, da, 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 what the fuck do you think he'll do to you? Question. But the whole time the bitch just kept telling me, BB, I'm a lesbian, BB, I'm a lesbian, we ain't even like that, da, 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 da. Really? So if y'all not like that, why the fuck would he be trying to persuade you to think that he left me with all these motherfucking bills? You see what I'm saying? So that was just some young childish ass bullshit. But all this bullshit comes from the same motherfucking girl who is literally 20 years old in high school, literally older than him, and he graduated 2 years earlier. You know, it was that dumb shit. So he literally was with that bullshit. So I stopped dealing with him. I was like, fuck that. Like, I knew I was not fucking with that shit. That shit was mad disrespectful. And he knew it. Like, he fucking knew it. The girl said, she was like, BB, you tell him I don't want shit to do with him, this, that, and the third. But my thing is, he was never yours to have shit to do with in the first place. Because every last one of y'all hoes knew he had a girlfriend. Every last one of you hoes knew this. But like I said, it's his ass too. Because he knows what the fuck it is. So, it goes from that to a few weeks later. Like, it goes for a few weeks later. Like, after I done heard that his mom was speaking on me, I was motherfucking hell bent on going up there cussing this motherfucking lady the fuck out, because like that disrespectful shit, don't you ever think to disrespect me, talking shit about me to a bitch, and your motherfucking son ain't even told you half of the motherfucking truth. You see what I'm saying? But you want to parlay and motherfucking talk shit to the next motherfucker and all this other dumb shit. Like, you really don't know what the fuck going on. And when I told his ass I was gonna check his motherfucking mama, the only thing this motherfucker said is that don't talk to my mama, bring my mama in that shit. Your mama inserted her ass in my motherfucking business when she thought it was okay to discuss me in any negative form, when I've never disrespected that fucking lady. You know, it just so crazy, because it's like, how the fuck can y'all be so fucking blatantly disrespectful? I just can't believe it. And these are all supposed to be quote-unquote church people, right? So fucking blatantly disrespectful. Like, it's just so fucking retarded. And I'm just sitting there looking like, and I really had means of dealing with your dumbass self. And like I said, he never showed these signs or whatever, because he didn't really have friends. Like, he really just was not with the bullshit. He really just did not have friends. And he was around my people a lot. So maybe this is how he always been, but needed a way to, you know, tweak that shit. So when he got friends and they was doing this shit, he got in his head that he should be doing this shit and this is how you should treat a woman. I'm a grown-ass motherfucking woman. Like, that's just what that is, you know? I'm not these little ass kids. I'm not a naive ass bitch like the bitch you over here fucking with who can't get her ass out of school. I'm not none of that shit. But... and that's not the motherfucking be mean or no shit, but that shit just what it is facts. And I just could not fathom this bullshit. Like, it was just a whole bunch of shit for no fucking reason. And the only reason why I'm going off right now, because this is the first time I'm actually discussing it. And I'm pissed off, like, just even thinking that this was the shit that was really going on. Because I'm sitting there looking like, you know what? You're disgusting as fuck. Like, for real. So let's fast forward a little bit to after that situation. I went out of town. I went to Birmingham for my brother's wedding. His vow renewal. Excuse me. I keep saying wedding, but it was legit a vow renewal. I went to Birmingham in November for this, and I was spending time with my family. By this time, I did not have no communication with him. Was not talking to him. I didn't even have him watch our puppy this time. Like, I really didn't want to even have a reason to have to talk to him. But when I came home from Alabama, like, he had been by my god brother's house. And they was trying to tell me basically, like, he talking about how he misses family, this, that, and the third, talking to him, or whatever the case may have been. I can only go by from what I was told. But this was the situation. He supposedly missed his family, wasn't fucking with this bitch no more, and he wanted to make shit right. So, I was like, what the fuck? And it was weird as fuck. I didn't even go off of what they was saying that, you know, he was saying. Because when I went back to work, I really was not dealing with his ass. But he just kept trying to be hella nice to me. Like, he was trying to be nice to me and trying to talk to me. He kept trying to, you know, have conversation, whatever. And I started having conversation with him. That night, he was just like, how his car was on, acting up, whatever. He sit in my car until his car warmed up. And I was like, fuck no. You know, like, no, you not sitting in my car or whatever. But he really thought I was playing with him. I did not let him sit his ass in my car. I didn't give a fuck how cold it was. None of that shit. I was just like, fuck no, you ain't doing that shit. So, I did not let him sit in my car. I pulled the fuck off and I went home minding my own motherfucking business. Hold on. I dropped my sponge. So, he texted me. I legit had the text messages. Like, he texted me, was like, some shit like basically implying the fact that I did not let his ass sit in my car. And I have not talked to his ass since. Like, me and him do not have recent texts or no shit, because I do not fucking talk to him. Boy, no. So let me see if I can go back so I can tell y'all what he fucking said about me not letting him sit in my car because I was not with this shit. Hold on. Let me see. When did I go out of town? Like the 16th or something. Could it say November 25th? Hold on. Okay, so when the incident, let me go back. So when the incident, when the girl had when I talked to the girl and I ended up talking to him, so that was the end of October, beginning November 1st. So I texted his ass at 1:53 a.m. and I said, for someone who don't have a lot I said, for someone who don't talk a lot, seem to have so much to say about me to other people, which is sad. But that has showed me a lot. So I'm done with the back and forth. And I'll just get it handled the right way. So that was on November 1st. So that's what he texted me. I mean, that's what I texted him. I'm sorry. So I did not have communication with him. Like I said, I went out of town to Alabama. He was trying to be hella fucking nice to me. And I don't know why. It was just real crazy, odd, weird type bullshit. So I was in there getting a tattoo done on my thigh. As y'all know, if you follow me on social media, I added my to my thigh tattoo that I have. And I'm on social media. Mind you, during this time, he was still following me on not Snapchat, on Instagram. Still following me because I don't even use Snapchat. He was still fucking following me. So he was watching my story. He knew I was getting a tattoo done. And in the middle of me getting this tattoo done, he was watching it. I seen it. And I was talking to my tattoo guy about the situation that had occurred, because me and him, we cool, like we friends. And he was asking me what was going on with me because he had seen some posts on my Insta story and everything. So I was talking to him, discussing some bullshit, like I'm discussing with y'all the same bullshit. And I was talking to him about it, and I was like, bro, what's weird is he just fucking texted me. And when he texted me and asked me, hold on, let me unlock my phone. He texted me and asked me, did I get the $200? And I was like, what the fuck is you, like, why the fuck are you talking to me? The $200 was supposed to be meant for our payment for our puppy, for Rocky, because we got him from a boutique and we financed him. So I didn't text him back off rip because it says he texted me, and I did not text him back off rip. Then I texted him when I checked it, and I said, yeah, I just checked. And then that's from me responding, say, yeah, I just checked. He started a conversation with me. He's like, okay, good, I'll let you go. I said, okay. He said, well, you think I can have Rocky on Friday? I'm off that day. I said, all right, because I didn't want no issues with him. You know, it was our puppy jointly type thing. So I'm just like, all right, we can do a co-puppy parenting thing. Like, all right. And then he texts me, hold on, cancel. He texted me, he said, okay, have a good day. I got to get ready for work. And I just texted him back, okay. Like, it was weird. Like, why are you texting me like that? And then, like I said, like when he was asking me about letting him sit in a car type thing, he said, I see you wasn't going to wait for me. Okay, then. I put question mark. He said, nigga, I was cold. I said, okay. He said, okay, then, with a sad emoji. And then I was like, why are you texting me this emoji? He was like, I'm shivering in this motherfucker. I said, okay, wow. Blank, blank, which is his name. And he said, okay, don't worry. And I said, okay. And then he flipped me off with a crying emoji, like a sad ass emoji. And then it was just like real weird as fuck. Like, so that was his way of basically trying to talk back to me after you hadn't already discredited me as a woman. So me and him, like, we started seeing each other a lot more because of our puppy. He came and got our puppy or whatever, and our puppy stayed like 2 days with him, I think. Actually, like 2 freaking days. So in between these 2 days, we had communication because I'm like, is my puppy okay? Or whatever the fuck. And he was like, yeah, like communicating on the puppy terms. But that basically gave him a way of trying to get back in type thing. So, me and him basically linked and we was back involved with each other. And that's how that shit occurred. But yeah, the girl, like, even though like with all this shit going, like the girl, like when I called her a few months, like a month prior, like the girl was like, I was telling her like, what the fuck, like he telling you all this, but do you not know that we still having sex and all this other stuff? He be at our house type shit. The girl was like, you a fucking lied to me, whatever his name is. I was gonna say his name, whatever the fuck. You a fucking lie and all this other shit. Like the bitch was told a whole nother story because he told me a whole nother story type thing. And that's just what it was. Like he was just a fucking liar. We got involved again, like on that level. Shit, I'm dropping everything. Whew. Okay, so yeah, we got back involved with each other on that whole fucking level, and it was like probably the worst decision I fucking made throughout this whole thing. Yeah, so not even, he came over, he was helping Jaden put up the Christmas tree. My goddaughter was here. They put up the Christmas trees together. And yeah, so that's what they was doing. I asked him did he want to. He was like he could or whatever, and he was put up the Christmas tree and shit like a whole, like somebody who's trying to work on their shit. But in all reality, he was just full of shit because he was not really trying to work on his shit. I guess he did not want to really let go of everything at that time or whatever. But I could see inconsistencies with him that led into other shit. So we're gonna fast forward to towards the end of November, December. I did not hear from him from Thanksgiving the whole fucking day. This is how I really knew some shit was going, because I didn't hear from him. Usually it wouldn't take him no time to motherfucking text about a fuck ass thing or whatever. Y'all, I got a cold. Like, if y'all cannot tell, I have a cold. My allergies has been bothering me real bad. And my throat. I think I'm getting sick. And I'm supposed to be going out of town tomorrow. Ugh, sickening. But, yeah. So, I really didn't hear from him from Thanksgiving. And that basically confirmed everything I probably thought with him. Basically, that's how I knew he was just basically doing what the fuck ever, because he really didn't want to be with his own family. Like, he wasn't even spending time with his own family or whatever. He was spending with his friends and shit. He just wanted to be out there doing this whole shit. But like I said from the jump, like, if you needed time because we did get together when he was so young, like, you could have just said that. But it's a respectful way to handle business, and it's a disrespectful way of handling business. And I felt like he was being very fucking disrespectful or whatever. But needless to say, so that's how I found out. So December 2nd is the last time he came by our house. He came by, we was talking, and basically I asked him, I was like, since it seemed like we ain't finna work on our relationship or no shit, because you are so inconsistent. Like, you say this what you want, but obviously it's not what you want. Like, you're not, hold on, there you go, you're not putting forth the effort if this is what you want. Oh shoot, y'all can see my junky ass thing. Okay, so yeah, that's basically what I was like. If this is what you want, you're not basically putting in the effort if this is the relationship that you want or whatever. And he didn't really say too much. And I was just like, whatever, it is what it is. Like, it's a lost cause or whatever. So I was like, well, since we're not working on this shit, so you tell me, what the fuck did you say about me to a side bitch? Like, what the fuck would you possibly have negative to say about me to someone? Like, what did I do to you? And that's why I say y'all have to watch the first video I did. Because if you did not watch that first video, you really would not understand, like, why am I asking him this? Like, based off of the whole situation, how everything played out, you have to watch that first video, because it just sounds like I'm, like, crazy, motherfucking crazy as fuck for keep even dealing with him or whatever. But I ain't going, you know what, at this point, I'm not even going to bullshit. I sound crazy as fuck for even still have anything to do with him. Hold on. Let me see. But yeah, I sound crazy as fuck for even having anything to do with him after that first situation. And I understand and I know, but trying to give him some type of benefit of the doubt type shit because of the respect level that I have for him. You see what I'm saying? Well, he could not tell me what he said about me. Like, he just couldn't say it. And I was like, that's how I know whatever the fuck you said was just fucked up and out of line. Because you can't even tell me. You can't even say it to my face. Like, I feel like this, if I was that fucked up of a person, you wouldn't have no problems in saying that shit. And if I was that fucked up of a person, you wouldn't have been with me for 2 years. Like, period. Like, you just wouldn't have. I wouldn't have condoned nobody bullshit for 2 years if I was not genuinely unhappy. Not trying to make other people happy because your family told you what? Because I'm older than you, you shouldn't be with me. Or because I have a child and you're younger, you should not be with me. That's not no excuse to treat nobody fucked up. And like I told him, like, your family, they fucked up for that too. Like, And then you get with someone that your mom just so happy about, but yet this girl is 20 in high school, don't got nothing going for herself. And that's the thing, like, and he even said it. She said she does not have anything going for herself. That's what he said to another mutual friend between me and him, that BB got her shit together. She knows what she wants out of life and she's going to go get it. This girl don't have shit going for herself. And that's what he said about the girl. And you go back to the same person who don't have shit going for themselves. So me and his last confrontation that we had in the middle of December, because when he left our house that night, I told him, just stay the fuck away from me. You don't know what you want to do, and you're not gonna have me and my son drug up in between this bullshit that you got going on. You know, that's not right. I said, I'm gonna give you time till you get your shit together, this, that, and the third. Mind you, in between this time, he was like talking about how he didn't have the money to help me with rent because he had to help his mama and all this other shit. So I made sure our bills was taken care of, because we got bills collectively together, right? So that's what I did. Make sure our bills was taken care of. I paid the whole thing. So middle of December, the only thing I said to him was, keep my name off your shift. Do not discuss me with these people. Have some type of respect. Especially after all this shit you had in calls and did to me. Like, have some type of respect, right? That's all I said to him, was to have some type of respect for me. Keep my name off your shit, because y'all should not be discussing me. All this bullshit that's going on, y'all should not really be y'all should not be discussing me, period. That's where we left the conversation at. He needed time to figure out what he wanted to do out of life. Oh, but no, check this out, y'all. I found out. I told him I would still help him with whatever, long as he ain't had no dealings with the girl in the situation. Right? Because me, I'm under the impression that he's not even talking to this girl. This girl said she didn't want anything to do with him. This, that, and the third. Whatever. Okay, so because we got bills together, I'm like, all right, I will help you make sure your shit's straight, because my shit not finna get fucked up fucking around with you, you know? Girl, bye. Within, like, the middle of December, I find out that he's back talking to this girl. Whatever the fuck. It was not intended for me to find out. And I say that only because me helping him, he would have motherfucking kept allowing me to help him. Like, I'm happy I didn't do anything that, you know, crazy for him. But yeah, so he was back talking to this bitch or whatever. And that was it for me. I told him, oh, fuck no. Like, I checked his ass outside. I said, you still got people out here discussing me? Why you talking shit about me? All kinds of stuff. Crazy shit. Like little ass high school kiddie games. And I was like, fuck no. So I told his ass I was done. I was like, I made sure I do everything for us as our family. I made sure all our bills was fucking paid for, because you ain't had the money. I made sure we had everything that was straight. I said, I'm not with this shit, you know. And I told him, I said, I gave you time to figure out what you wanted to do, but no, you go back to the same bitch you said ain't have shit going for yourself. And that at that time he knew I knew. That's what he said about the girl, because that's what I said. I was like, you said this bitch ain't got shit going for herself. Bitch, you don't got shit going for yourself, because you motherfucking will go back fucking with the same motherfucker you was just talking shit about. And he looked like he saw a motherfucking ghost, but they wasn't even on that shit. I told him to stay the fuck away from me. Bottom line, just stay the fuck away from me. And that's how bad the shit had been got between us, because he was just lying to impress people. Keep in mind, nobody probably even knew he was still dealing with me, because the way the shit just kept playing out, it just seemed like nobody fucking really knew that he was really still dealing with me. Because, okay, so that happened then. So 2 days after Christmas, the incident occurred. Me and him get into a motherfucking situation that led to, you know, some touching up, some such. And it was like me and him back and forth, and his friend was trying to defend him and all this other shit. He was trying to show out for his friend. And his friend didn't even know he hadn't been still dealing with me. He done told these people that we been stopped talking. He been stopped dealing with me back in June type shit. That goes into him discussing my kid. And I'll say that to anybody. Nobody would disrespect my son. My son is a child, and he had nothing to do with none of this bullshit. Like, don't do that shit. And because he did that shit, I had to make an example out of him with this dumb shit he had going on. So an incident occurred. And I was really about that shit. I was just that pissed off. Like, I motherfucking nutted up around this shit. Because I don't play about my kid. Bottom line, fuck all this little childish ass bullshit you got going on. I'm going to see about mine. And I'm going to handle my shit. Like, you got me fucked up now. So that's what it was. And it went from that incident to heated. I told him every time I seen him, I was gonna get his ass. Like, I was just that fucking livid. Like, you're not finna play with me. You damn sure not finna play with me when it pertains to my kid type shit. Oh. And that's just what it was, y'all. I have a cold so bad. Like, oh my God. And that's what it was. So that I ended up quitting my job, because I was like, fuck this. Like, I'm gonna get this bitch. Like, fuck this. And it's all because of him lying and shit. So, after that, I quit my job. I talked to my bosses and shit. They wanted me to come back. They said we couldn't work at the same store. So him, under the impression I had something to do with you getting moved. Of course, they kids, so they like to redirect blame and shit. They don't like to own up to their bullshit. Mind you, this motherfucker been putting me through hell and bullshit at the same fucking job since August. He was defamation of my character. All this shit since August, trying to like fuck my character up as a person. Cheat on me, knowing I'm a manager here, and you cheat on me with crew members and shit, embarrassing me, blatantly embarrassing me. How do you go from caring and loving somebody so fucking much that you claim to just don't give a fuck to the point that you will fucking bash them as a person just to make the next bitch who ain't got shit, who claimed that they're a lesbian, feel so much higher? And I had to tell his ass, like, you can never make me jealous of a bitch who ain't even got a decent education, who so focused on this drama shit that can't even get out of high school, don't got shit going for herself. Maybe if baby was trying to do something with herself, like get a decent education, then maybe, you know, whatever. But no, I had to tell his ass, like, I'm beyond this bullshit. So his friend decided to speak for him, because he's not the type of person who like confrontation. So when I got off in his ass, he was not with the shit. His friend had to take up for him, not him. You know, his friend come up there trying to talk to my area director, basically trying to talk all kinds of shit. Oh, B been stalking him, all this other shit. Facts that he do not even know is true, because me and my ex-boyfriend been communicating. Like I said, he came to our house and put up the Christmas tree, got proof, got pictures, you know, all this shit. And it had me so livid to the point, like, I just really want to fuck everybody up at this time. But then I had to really, like, that shit really took a toll on me as a person, because I changed so much from when I was younger. With my attitude to now, I've changed so much about it. And you know what? And it's like, you know what? Why am I fighting with these kids? You know, let me do what I have to do for me and my child to better me and my future. You see what I'm saying? Because obviously he don't want shit for himself. He rather keep being continued fucked over these people. Allow him to be continued fucked over these people. Allow that, you know, because that's a choice he made. That's not your choice, even though you wanted better for him. And he knew it. You see what I'm saying? That's why he kept the shit going. Eventually, you could tell that someone likes the drama. And that's what they're based off of. But like I tell everybody, I try not to redirect blame, because that's what I'm talking about. I'm the type of person who like to see all sides of a situation, you know. But in this situation, I feel like he was trying to handle me, and I'm one of them people that can't be handled. You see what I'm saying? So to prevent all that bullshit, I was just like, fuck that. I'm gonna finish my real estate shit. I'm finna get the fuck, hold on, my best friend, she texted me. I'm about to get the fuck on out of this motherfucking job. They transferred him to another store, but I'm just like, I'm over all this shit. And it's so crazy, because I always talk about how me and my son dad don't get along. But it's so crazy because God works in mysterious ways, I will say that. And like I said, me and my son's dad, like, we are not like the best friends, co-parenting situation. No, he just came for my son's birthday. If you see that vlog that just went up, he just came for my son's birthday, and me and him got along so good. And I told him what was going on with me or whatever, not really into too much detail, because you know they like to thrive off that shit. But it was like he was real supportive of my decisions to progress and do more for myself, and that's all I need around me. So if you are a negative person around me, you just won't be around me. Like, I just don't got time for it. And he was one of those people. He was toxic as fuck, and his family's toxic as fuck, and I will stand behind my decision and everything 1,010%. And to be honest, it's one of those things. They young, they thrive, their relationship thrives off of drama, mess. So it's either they not gonna be together too much longer once the shit hype down, or they're gonna be together and be just that messy ass motherfucking couple. You see what I'm saying? Miserable, but they don't want to got each other. But like I said, during the whole time, the girl just kept trying to imply she's a lesbian, she's a lesbian. And I'm looking like, so you're trying to change a lesbian or someone who will claim that they're a lesbian? How do you know she don't have somebody else on the side? Like, that type of shit. You're young, you know. But his family, they just basically was just nasty as fuck and never gave me a chance to even get to know me as a person. So everybody who knows me as a person was just like, that's not even how you are as a person. But he discredited my name so bad to the point that it was just like, you know what, whatever. Even I could not even think about working shit with you, because you didn't make me look like a crazy ass motherfucker to these people. And quite frankly, I don't have time for that shit. So that's where I got. And I was just like, fuck this. I'm gonna handle my own shit, mind my own business. Like, I'm just like, I was just over all this bullshit. So yeah, so that's basically what I've been going through for the last few months. But I want to let y'all know, like, I'm done with that shit. Like, I really wanted to go ahead and record this video. I didn't know how I was going to do it, so I was deciding, let me just do it while I'm doing my makeup, because I had somewhere to go. But I really wanted to go ahead and record this video and let y'all know this is part 2 of that dramaed out ass, toxic ass relationship. And go ahead and put that out there so I can focus on what I'm focusing on, because I've been done with that shit since that night. Like, I was done. When New Year's hit, I was like, fuck this. I'm living my best life, and I'm gonna enjoy living my life and see me shine different or whatever. And that's all I want out of all of this, you know, happiness. And that's where I'm at right now in my life, happiness. And me and my son's dad is able to co-parent, so it's not extra drama on top of that. So I respect that, and I respect the fact that he's just like, you know, you're on the right path, you're a good person. Bottom line, that's just what it is, B, you're a good person. And I respect him for saying that, because me and him don't see eye to eye, but he knows me as a person. So yes. But yeah, guys, so let me get ready. And I'm gonna show y'all my outfit in a second, so I'll be right back.